네, 크라이스트처치 시내로 들어가는 길인데 정말 그 옛날의 크라이스트처치의 모습을 그대로 전시하고 있는 바가 있습니다. 지미스 바라고 하는 데인데 옛날 차도 있고 옛날 그 가스 스탠드 있고 옛날 우체국도 있고 그 모습을 그대로 전시를 하고 있습니다. 참 좋은 구경거리가 됩니다. 네, 크라이스트처치 시내로 들어가는 길에 안티크라는 그 골동품상 표시가 있어서 지금 한번 들어가 봤으면 좋겠어요. 어떤 물건들이 있는지 잠시 보여드리겠습니다. 좀 이따가 주인한테 설명을 좀 들어봤으면 좋겠습니다. Good morning. Can I interview you?
Oh yes, yes.
Can you tell me the brief history of this shop?
Well, I'm the fifth generation,
Okay.
and my son is the sixth.
Oh,
So we have been going for a long time, and we're probably the
over
oldest.
100 years.
Over 1848. We were established,
Yeah.
and we're probably the longest trading business in one family in the country now.
Okay, and then could you show me the most unique thing here?
Oh golly! Well, everything is unique, really,
Oh.
because it's antique. Every single piece has its own story.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll find everything is unique in its own way.
Yeah.
If you say the most valuable, well, even that is not a good thing, really, because even a small item, though it may not cost a lot, may be very valuable in its intrinsic value. So we've got examples of the finest crafts of the last 400 or 500 years.
Oh, and then please show me your most favorite one.
Oh golly!
Can you?
Oh,
Everything
golly.
is.
Oh, everything is really. What's a favourite one? Well, I like the bronze.
Oh, okay.
I love this bronze here because he represents the original of this was discovered in Rome in the 16th century, and it's a Roman bronze of a gladiator. And I've always felt this is just because it's just a lovely body and form, and very rare. But everything we look at, we only buy the best. Just
sold.
sold, yes, yes, we do sell. We sell a lot.
Oh.
And that was made about 1740.
1740.
Yes, that was made about 1740.
From England?
No, from France.
From
Southern France. It's signed, and it's in a perfect original condition. Everything you look at has got a history, really.
Normal people cannot buy those ones because it's too expensive.
Oh no, you can. These are not too expensive.
Oh,
no. I think that. I think that this is 32,000 New Zealand dollars, and they are 26,000 New Zealand dollars. So it's not like we're beyond the realms of people to buy. I think sometimes the publicity, people think antiques are very expensive, and certainly some are. But what we have in here is for New Zealand and in Australia. We export quite a lot around the world. So we've sent to your country, and we sent to Japan, China. We're sending a container to America shortly, and American clients bought a lot. So we have an international client base. Really.
32,000 is not that expensive.
No, I don't think so. Because when
expensive for me.
Well, when you buy a car for 32,000, it is worthless in 10 years' time.
That clock.
Yes, that's lovely. That's a lovely clock, and that's 14,000.
14,000.
Yes.
Does it work?
Oh yes, perfectly. The Chinese came to New Zealand and actually have been here a very long time, and they're part of our culture really. They're one of the oldest cultures in New Zealand. Of the after the Maori, you know. So and
more than 100 something years.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. And so we have in New Zealand some very good Chinese works of art, along with Japanese. Not so much from your part of the world. From Korea, we don't have much at all. Most of it is
because Korean immigration here is not very long, very short.
Very short.
Maybe 30 years.
Yes. So we don't see much Korean works of art here. We just sold that big cabinet yesterday, and that goes to United States.
Beautiful.
So it's.
You are going abroad very often?
Not now. Not now. Most of it is sourced. Well, the thing is, we were large importers for the last 100 years from Europe. But the thing is, as Europe's got more and more expensive, our items here, the New Zealanders had good taste. And in the 50s, we were a very wealthy country with the Korean War boom. If you remember, the Ulterior War. The Kiwis made a lot of money out of supplying wool and food, so we were relatively wealthy, and the rest of the world was recovering from the Second War. So our wealthy imported wonderful works of art. So we have a repository of some incredible works in New Zealand because of that. You know, when someone suffers, another side of the world wins.
In the 1950s, New Zealand was the most wealthy country in the world.
Absolutely. Yes.
So if maybe someone who travel to Christchurch, they may want to come here, and how can you find this place?
Oh well, it's easy. Really.
We can advertise.
It's easy. You can, if you look up on the net, and antique shops in Christchurch, we do come up. Although we're more based in a personal, we're not so internet based. We believe that our clients want to meet us personally, and they want to come into the shop. So we're not so. We will internet trade, but it's mainly as an introduction, and we don't think it's the best way of doing business. We like more privacy, so our clients come to us, and there's nothing in between other than you and I sort of thing. So that's how we run it. But old-fashioned.
That's great.
But old-fashioned.
Mouth to mouth.
Yes.
Can I get your business card?
I'll give you my business card. I'll give it to you.
Very.
I'll show you my office if you want.
네.
오, here.
Now it's a bit cold up here because I haven't turned the heating on.
It says. More precious things in your
Well,
office.
this is the office really.
Okay,
And
just
it's,
office.
it's a bit untidy because I've had some people staying here and
들어오시오.
I haven't cleaned it.
여기는 이 주인 사무실이에요. 사무실인데 더 귀한 물건이 있냐 그랬더니 그냥 사무실이라고. 근데 여기 좀 귀한 물건이 있기는 한 것 같아요. 오.
So it's a bit untidy. I apologise.
Newly imported one.
No, this has been the same for 100 years.
Oh.
Not much has changed. And this is where we entertain our clients and we do our business up here. It's all original, really.
Yeah.
It must
The
be
building
a
was put up in 1872.
1872.
Yeah.
No earthquake here.
It's a lovely old building.
Very
Oh,
good.
And all this is all works of art and that we've dealt with, and so there's some really rare pieces in here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's beautiful.
it's not a bad place, is it?
Very lucky visiting here.
What about that
City
clock?
Centre.
That clock.
Oh yes, that clock's very rare. It's a very rare clock.
Oh, it still works.
Oh yes, of course.
Beautiful.
Yes, listen to the sound.
Oh yeah. Bell rings
No, no bells.
every hour.
No,
Oh,
it's just a clock.
okay.
Just a clock. Now that, I wonder why that light's not working.
Oh. Very exact time.
But we haven't changed it for 6 months.
Oh. You can wind.
가보세요.
It's very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate. You have many clocks. I like clocks. Watches.
Well, we used to make them.
Oh.
The family used to make clocks.
야, beautiful하다.
Yes, it's quite a lot of rarity. in
Good
here.
antique.
Oh yes,
Oh, beautiful.
that's all we have. Yes, well, as a business, we have always been in the same ownership, and it's not a big business. This is just a small family business, really, with a workshop. Our basis really is we have a very, very good restoration workshop, up to top international standards.
You like this business very much, and you look very happy.
I do.
Any chance that you think I don't like this business, or you always happy to
I've
succeed?
always loved it.
Oh.
I'm 76 in 2 months' time, and in all those years, the years that I've been in the business, which is probably 60 years, I've never once regretted it. Never once have I thought, "Oh, I wish I could do something else." So I love it really. And my son is 53 now, and he's been working here since he finished his study. Oh, he's very happy.
Oh, okay. Very good.
A lot of young people have wisdom too. Age doesn't necessarily give you wisdom. But if you look at the past through history, that gives you wisdom. But just being old doesn't necessarily mean that you must have learned. And it's no use saying I'm old if you haven't learned. I mean, that's a waste of human life.
Yes.
Such a waste. You know, just living for tomorrow is a real bad thing, I think. We've got to live for today, and tomorrow will come. There's plenty of time. You don't have to keep looking into the future. Just live well for the day. And of course, antiques make it so much easier. when you think that, excuse me, that desk over there, that one has been used by our family since 1840. So all my family have sat around that desk since 1840. That's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm very lucky and very happy to meet you this morning.
Yeah, well, there we are. So I sit there quite often in that chair that my great-great-grandfather sat in and think, I wonder what he was thinking when he was sitting there writing letters. Because we still use pen and ink here. Yes, we don't use, we correspond through pen and ink. You know.
I like fountain pen.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
When we correspond, it's always paper fountain pens.
이게 쓰레기통이에요. 와.
Do you like that? But they are beautiful hands, and you can see strength, compassion, femininity, all in a painting, and that's why Leonardo was so beautiful. What a beautiful painting of hands. Right? I love that. So we send it out to our clients.